Hey everybody, welcome. And Jacob, you'll notice I'm not sharing the screen with you just because I wanted to save this reveal.
Uh-huh.
Um so welcome everybody to the first episode of my playthrough of Scooby-Doo First Frights for the Wii. Now you wouldn't be able to tell that looking at this screen because if you see right here, Jacob, it's just it's just the Scooby-Doo dog tag.
Uh-huh.
I have never in my life seen a Wii game start like icon on the Wii menu
That
that
wasn't the
doesn't
title.
show the game's title. I am I'm becoming more and more nervous about this game because when I was trying to get the game to work, I was just telling Jacob this off screen. Um I was not prepared for that.
I also was not prepared for that.
Ooh, I'm turning that down a bit. um Ooh, all right. Yeah, um, I was just telling Jacob when I was trying to get this set up because we just finished recording the last episode of Ghost Rider. Um, spoilers, I beat Ghost Rider. Um, but we wanted to get this recorded immediately because at the time we're recording this, Scoob comes out tomorrow. So we wanted to get this episode uploaded in time for the release of Scoob. Um, and and while I was trying to get the game set up, the Wii was rejecting the disc, and then I noticed there were some smudges on the disc, so I just had to wipe it off with my shirt. But it's fine now. Although it's making me concerned there may be some unhand that captive youth moments in this. It's possible. I don't know. Wait, we're just gonna dive right in and see.
Yeah.
I I really hope that like the game actually works. We'll see. Um, uh, I don't know anything about this game. This isn't like Ghost Rider where I've actually played this. Um, I I've never played this game. I've never seen it. In fact, I actually mistook it for a different Scooby-Doo Wii game when initially buying it. I thought
I
I was getting it
technically
mixed up.
have what
Mm. I think it was like it's the one
technically
Game Grumps played. The other Scooby Doo game they played that wasn't Cyber Chase or the one they
huh?
did with Rob Riggle. Not Rob Riggle. What's his face? The funny dad from Barely Lethal. You don't know, but like you, Night of a Thousand Frights. That's the other one. I think. I don't know. Not that's not the Wii one. That's the one they played with. I'm pretty sure the other one they played on Wii was Legend of the Spooky Swamp.
That sounds right.
So, hang on.
Makes sense because that one didn't take place in a.
Yeah, okay. Alright. So,
I'd like to say just real quick. I'd like to just quickly mention that I technically have history with this game because we were getting that out in the open.
oh,
That it's not a deep history. I gave a copy of this to my cousin
oh yeah,
for
you
his
mentioned
birthday.
that. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So I have encountered this game before, at the very
Wouldn't it
least.
wouldn't it be funny if like your cousin like ended up like getting rid of the game at some point and through a series of trades and transfers? Cause I bought this game at like a used game store.
Huh?
Well, actually, not technically a used games. I bought it at a comic book shop. That also sells used games. Um, Wouldn't it be funny if this was the exact copy you gave your cousin?
Those would be astronomically low odds, especially because I gave him a PlayStation 2 copy.
Oh. Well, that would explain the Wii rejecting the disc.
It would fail to explain the Wii eventually accepting the disc.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, let's dive right in. Now, I am a little disappointed we're not doing this in person because this game does have co-op. But what I'm thinking is that if hang on, cutscene.
Scooby, you guys are going to love me. The Keystone Castle International Food Festival. Food Festival? Sounds like it could be a fun type of vacation. It's beautiful. Look at the amazing scenery. And there's even an eating competition. This is like no time for sleeping, man. We've got to start clearing all these shelves. Why do that now? To make room for the trophies we're totally gonna be bringing back. I'd really love to go, but I promised we'd help my cousin Anna win her school talent contest. We'll be there, Dad. I've heard St. Louis County has the biggest cafeteria in the state. The biggest? Yum. And cafeterias always have the best customers. Like us. So as much as I'd like to see that castle, can Anna count on us? Totally. With Scoob and my sweet dance moves in her act, she'll get a first place trophy. Then we can go eat our way to ours.
Okay. I'm eating a cookie. One sec. And check extras. Options. Alright. You can turn off the laugh track? Wow. That's like, that ought to be like CinemaSins' favorite feature. I'm gonna keep it on just for the vibe. Although it is good to know that subtitles can be turned off. In case we ever want to dub this game. Anyway, back codes. Oh, there are cheats. Alright. Well, I hope we're not gonna need cheats. Okay. Also, there's so much to unpack there, though. First of all, I'm curious as to who the voice cast is. Because, like, their Shaggy sounds like original Shaggy, not current Shaggy. But original Shaggy, I'm pretty sure is dead. Or no, maybe. Oh wait, no, that could be Casey Kasem. Actually, who was the OG Shaggy? But I forgot. I got the order mixed up. Yeah, that. Ooh, before we start the game, I'm looking up that cast. Scooby-Doo first. Frights. Nope, Scott Ines is Shaggy. Oh, he's played Shaggy many a time. Actually, he's played a lot of different roles in Scooby-Doo. He's also played Scooby on occasion.
Oh.
He is also, interestingly, oh, never mind. He played the cyber versions of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy in for a second I thought he was, but I forgot that was called the Phantom Virus. Also, he also played Scrappy in the live-action movie.
Oh man, that's great.
So that's interesting. Oh, he also played Shaggy in Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
Wait, hold on. I did not realize there was a Scooby-Doo episode of that.
Yeah, neither did I. We do have Frank Welker as Scooby in this. Greg Griffin as Daphne, who I believe is a regular as Daphne.
Okay, it's apparently the
Catwoman.
third episode that they show up in.
Yeah, Greg Griffin is current Daphne. What did you find? Weird. They have a weird mix of old and new Scooby voice actors for this, because it's also What's New Scooby-Doo Velma, who's also in some of the movies. Actually, it looks like more of the recent movies. Weird. Okay, so they got a mismatch. They got a mishmatch. It looks like. And Frank Welker is also Fred in this. So okay, so we do have OG Fred as well. Or no, was he OG Fred or did he just take over? I forget. Anyway, all right, let's dive right in. Episode. And I believe, okay, so 4 episodes. I believe the back of the box said, 20 levels. So each episode has 5 levels, is my guess.
Hold on. I need to get a clarification on this. Hold on.
Ooh. Oh, starting off strong with Phantom of the Opera over here. I mean, he literally is the Phantom of the Opera. He's got the mask and everything.
I can't wait to see Anna. Thanks for helping her out, guys.
No problem, Daphne. We're happy to help, right, Scoob? Scooby-Doo. Okay, let's split up. We'll find Anna faster that way.
Yeah.
Like, we'll search in this direction. Right, Scoob? If we're gonna dance at Anna's contest, we need to find the cafeteria and fuel up.
Alright, so right now I'm playing as Scoob. Can I switch between them at will? I don't know. Nope. Resume.
Okay.
Oh. Nope.
Okay, I need to watch the episode to verify, but from what I'm gathering, they don't say this explicitly in any of the plot synopsis that I found, but based on the style of music but based on just jokes about Scooby-Doo and the music being played during the scene, it seems that the Harvey Birdman episode of Scooby-Doo cast in it, I think the premise is that Shaggy and Scooby get pulled over for doing marijuana behind the wheel.
Are you serious?
It says they're suspected of being under the influence. Based on the description that I'm seeing, that seems fairly obvious that it was a weed joke.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Shaggy and Scooby are on their way to meet up with the rest of the gang for something, and they get pulled over by a cop who thinks that they're high.
Wow, that's so weird. Because Harvey Birdman aired on Adult Swim, right?
I believe I can check, but that sounds right.
Well, that feels so weird that Cartoon Network would let them do that. Let them actually have Scooby.
Well, they didn't explicitly say marijuana, so I think if that was supposed to be the implication, which it would be the obvious implication.
Also,
I guess they got away from it by not explaining Am I putting it that way?
Oh yeah, this is totally on the same engine as that Legend in the Spooky Swamp game, because as you see, Scooby attacks with a sausage link, and I specifically remember the Grumps commenting on that in the game they
Ah.
played. So this is
Oh.
like same engine and same character design, which makes sense.
Okay, well, also they didn't actually do marijuana in the episode. There was just dramatic misunderstanding because of just their personalities and what they were saying they were on their way to do.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's the Scooby-Doo episode.
That's amazing. Man,
Oh man, I need to find and watch this show somewhere.
I'd be interested because I've like only heard of it. I've never seen it. I've only heard.
I've seen someone go over one episode. It was the first episode. It's also the episode where the lizard man bit comes from.
Yeah, interesting.
But man, it seems like I need to watch the show at some point. But I'm like 90% sure I won't get a lot of the references because I don't know how much of the stuff that they reference I would actually recognize.
Getting a lot of Scooby snacks here. I'm assuming that's what I'm collecting. Oh, sure enough.
Hey.
He specifically said snack time, so.
Hey. I think I semi-recognize one of the characters being referenced.
Yeah. Cool. Sorry, now this
Episode is a parody of the McDonald's hot coffee incident.
Remind me what happened with that?
It was an old woman spilled coffee on for instance, it got coffee spilled on herself, and then because of various circumstances, sued McDonald's for injuries.
Oh yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah.
Something just came out that happened before this episode. I have no idea. The setup feels like that to me.
Yeah. Because I feel like that happened a long time ago. Because that's what made them start saying caution, contents may be hot on lids.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That lawsuit was cited in 1994.
Yeah.
So I'm gathering. It's just my impression from the Wikipedia plot synopsis of this is what they're going for with that.
Yeah. Because that.
I mean, it's a famous incident, so they were referencing that. People would get it.
Huh. I wonder if they ever reference the trial where a murderer cited Invader Zim as his inspiration, specifically the organ harvesting episode. Are you aware of that?
Sorry, I was researching. What is?
So, I don't know if you're aware of this, but there was a murder trial a while back, that, oh, hang on. Oh, of course. Yep. Not the Phantom of the Opera. Phantom of the High School Musical.
And now I kind of want to see that match.
Is there a cafeteria here?
I'm sure someone's done it on you. I fucking okay. So you know how like did you see today's CinemaSins on Bad Boys for Life?
I did not.
Okay, so they put in a sin for a DJ Khaled song being played when DJ Khaled himself plays a character in the movie that's not DJ Khaled. But they didn't sin the fact that Will Smith directly references High School Musical, even though Vanessa Hudgens is playing a role in the movie that's not herself. Which the only reason I know that is from the trailer. Like, he literally says, like, oh, these guys are, like, High School Musical boy band with guns. That's a dumb line, because boy band and High School Music, while they are sort of for the same demographic, they're not the same thing. Second of all, again, you have Vanessa Hudgens in your movie, so that kind of ruins the immersion by directly referencing High School Musical.
Yeah.
Although now that she says it in that context, it might not be a direct reference to the movie High School Musical, but still, like, it feels like it's a direct reference. And so I was Googling to make sure, like, Bad Boys for Life, High School Musical. I Googled that, and I found this, or I didn't Google it, I binged it. And I found this guy who made a video where, based on that line, he comes up with this far-fetched theory that Bad Boys for Life is secretly also a High School Musical sequel. But, and he points out, like, a contradiction, because there is also a song in High School Musical 3 called The Boys Are Back, where, like, there's a line where, like, they're like, talking about a movie, and it's, like Will Smith facing off with Bobby De Niro, which is obviously referencing Robert De Niro. But in his theory, that would contradict it because, you know, they're directly referencing Will Smith. So what does that mean? And wait. Oh, C. Okay. Oh, what? Z. Wait, where? Oh, okay.
Hey, up there, Scoob. Can't you like to
You know, I've never seen a video game or anything where a character uses a grappling hook to open a gate. Also, he has a it's a slingshot. I thought it was a laser gun for a second. Okay.
Like it's grapple time, man. I can get up there. Scooby, the dog door. Dog door. You go me. Sloppy Joes.
Oh, okay, Shaggy. Oh, right, I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay. Alright. Easy. There we go. Alright. No, but as I was saying, so he's like, well, the song Boys Are Back directly references Will Smith, but how can Bad Boys for Life be a sequel to High School Musical 3 if they directly reference Will Smith in High School Musical 3? And his theory is that because first of all, the only film that actually... Oh, we're playing as Fred and Velma now. I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be Scooby and Shaggy throughout the entire thing, but I don't know.
By the looks of things, that's the power shed right there. The generator should be inside.
But anyway, so, Fred can move heavy objects. Are you pushing, like, the stereotype that, like, Fred's, like, the stereotypical strong man who can get all the heavy lifting done? I don't appreciate that game. Oh, whatever. Wait. Why did I need to do that, though? Wait, what? I can't push it any further. Why did I need to... What? It was already here. Why... How do I open the... Hang on. Let me push it back this way. Okay. Oh, no. I have to press Z to let go of it again.
Okay. Okay, I went down the rabbit hole and I came back up and determined a character in the second episode of Harvey Birdman is referenced by a character in Young Justice.
Hold that thought. Fred has smoke grenades. Fred has smoke bombs.
Well then.
Why does Fred have smoke bombs?
I
What?
no idea.
Also, what am I supposed to do here? Like, it was... Oh, okay. Gotcha. Never mind. Alright. No, so, the guy, making that video points out that the only movie where Robert De Niro and Will Smith have any sort of face-off is in Shark Tale. Which, I didn't even know Robert De Niro was in Shark Tale, and that makes me upset. Because Robert De Niro deserves better than Shark Tale. Oh boy. Oh boy. What'd you find now?
After climbing back out of the rabbit hole where I determined that a Super Friends character was referenced by a Young Justice character, I went back to look at the other episodes of Harvey Birdman. And in the fourth episode, Boo Boo from Yogi Bear gets accused of being the Unabomber.
What? Are you serious? Jesus Christ. Why did Cartoon Network allow all that? Why did Cartoon Network allow that?
Silly Velma. I need to
What?
press the buttons in the right order.
Oh, this is weird. Okay.
Some for Shaggy, too.
Alright. Okay. But anyway, so the guy theorizes then that Will Smith is not Will Smith in the High School Musical universe, and that it actually takes place in an alternate universe to our own, where by explaining it with the movie Heat. Oh God, what now? Ooh, interesting.
I think Harvey kills Boo Boo at the end of the episode.
Oh my God. Oh, I need to show you a video after we're done with this. Wait, have you seen the Yogi Bear alternate ending video?
I have not.
Oh, someone... It's not an actual alternate ending to the Yogi Bear live-action movie, which will be very obvious when you see it. Have you seen the live-action Yogi Bear movie, now that I think about it?
I have, actually. I have.
I was curious. I know I have, but not since it initially came out on DVD. I, like, rented it. And I remember nothing from it.
I remember something about a turtle.
This weekend?
But, yeah, no, someone made... Oh, wait, hang on, I want to pay attention to this.
How do they ever hope to win the talent contest if they can't even finish a dress rehearsal?
Yeah, that is tough to do when there's a phantom in the house.
Just as well, as far as I'm concerned. My star player is in that show. Well, our friend's cousin's in the show, too. So we need to help him get Phantom free. Well, a word of advice. Ask Miss Hilton where she was every time the Phantom appeared.
Oh, those fucking skeletons. Oh my god, Velma attacks with books. Velma just throws books at people.
Also, in another episode, Fred Flintstone becomes convinced he's a mob boss.
Oh my god. Okay. Hang on. Anyway, I keep getting sidetracked because you keep bringing up Harvey Birdman episodes that are bonkers. But, no, fuck, they, so the Bad Boys for Life High School Musical theory, basically, he suggests that based on, like, movies where Robert De Niro has a quote-unquote showdown with someone, that the best possibility, or the most likely possibility, is that, what? Oh, okay. Velma, or Daphne is Spider-Man, apparently. Or can just climb on poles. Alright. I don't want to play as Daphne, I want to play as Scooby. Alright. But as I was saying, so, the only real, like, movie where Robert De Niro has, like, a showdown, that, the guy could come up with was Heat, starring Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. So he theorized that in the Bad Boys for Life universe, Al Pacino is Will Smith. And by extension, also in the High School Musical universe. If your courage gets too low, they'll disappear. What? Okay, fighting the Four Musketeers here. Alright. Wait, what is Daphne's attack? Oh my gosh, they kept it canon that she is a master of karate. Remember that weird subplot from the live-action movie? Not even a subplot, it's just a comment they make. Was that always canon to Scooby-Doo? Was it always canon that Daphne was a master of martial arts?
I don't know, but I do know that it was. I do know that it was in the. I don't know if it would have been brought up in like the original series at all, because I don't know if that animation budget would have allowed for it. But I know it showed up in a couple of the movies.
I just know it's in the live action movie.
I can confirm that it is in the movie where they fight a ghost samurai.
Oh my god, I can attack Daphne. You know, I'm sure there are a lot of guys that would give anything to give Daphne a whack with their sausage links, but this probably isn't what they had in mind. I'm sorry for that joke.
Okay, apparently an episode in Season 2, the Jets gets destroyed by global warming.
Oh my god. Oh no, the other thing I was going to bring up, because I was curious if Harvey Birdman made any reference to this, is that there was a murder trial where the guy on trial cited that he got inspiration for the murders from the organ harvesting episode of Invader Zim. Because I don't know if did you watch much Invader Zim at all?
I have not watched any Invaders Zim.
Okay, well there's an episode that, I mean, obviously after this murder trial became very controversial, where they're doing like, it's weird. Like the school is doing like some sort of health examination or something, or no, they're worried about. I think they're worried there's like, oh fuck, it actually might be like a flu season at the school or something. But like for some reason, like the school is like mandating like health checks for all the students, like health examinations for all the students, even though this is an elementary school. And or I assume it's an elementary school, I don't know. I don't know how old the kids are supposed to be in Invader Zim. Because, like, with the health examination, like, Zim is worried that, they're going to, see that he doesn't have any human organs and realize he is an alien. So he invents this machine to steal organs from the other students, and so he steals organs from other students and replaces them with like different objects throughout. Like I think he replaces like one kid's liver with a sink or something, like something like shit like that, and obviously. After, and I guess, like, the guy who was on trial for the murder, said that, like, that episode gave him a fascination of human organs, and that's why he committed the murders, I guess? And so it became very controversial as a result. I don't remember I don't remember if the series was still running new episodes at the time that trial happened, but if it was, that might have been part of the reason Nickelodeon canceled it. I know, like, they've cited that the main reason was that, like, most of the audience that it was attracting were, like, older than they wanted. Which is dumb. Like, that's a dumb reason to cancel a show. Because you weren't attracting the audience you wanted to attract.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Because, like, mostly adults watched it. For, obvious reasons. Because it is, a pretty dark cartoon. And it certainly appeals more to adults than to kids. So. Okay.
The Jetsons episode apparently features the Jetsons going back in time and trying to soothe the world for causing global warming.
Soothe the world? Fucking... That's some B-movie ass shit right there.
They lose the case, but because supervillains, and then there's a reference to, and then they use the DeLorean from Back to the Future to get back to their future, and then also there's a reference to the O.J. Simpson trial.
I'm sorry, there are alternate costumes in this game, apparently. I just unlocked a football outfit for Fred. Okay, I'm probably never going to use that, but I'm curious to see what the other alternate costumes we can unlock are. That's really interesting. That's actually really interesting. I was not expecting unlockable costumes in this. Oh my god. This isn't going... I know for a fact this isn't going to happen, but it would be my dream come true if we could unlock the Scooby-Doo 2 catsuit for Velma. Which, I mean, you know either way she's ending up on the thumbnail, because I have never posted a single Scooby-Doo related video without putting her on the thumbnail.
Of course.
So she's going to be, like... Yeah, I was, like, thinking, like in between recordings, I was like, yeah, well, I mean, as long as we get the first episode of Scooby-Doo First Frights recorded, and I can put together a thumbnail quick enough, we can upload that episode tomorrow. And then I realized, wait, I already know what half the thumbnail's gonna be. The game logo and Velma, sexy Velma from Scooby-Doo 2.
Oh my god. So, I'm still reading through more of these. So you know Grape Ape?
Yes.
Okay, so there's an episode where he's doing a dance, where there's like a dance routine at a not to the Olympics, and then when he takes a bow, a shit ton of steroids fall out of his uniform.
What the Jesus. Okay, we need to check. Like, is Harvey Birdman on any streaming services?
I need to find this out.
We are now fighting witches. By the way. Just a bunch of witches. Also, like, I gotta... come on. Where did the witches go?
It doesn't...
It doesn't look like it's on any streaming services.
That we have, that we don't have to pay for.
Shoot, what? Well, what streaming services is it on that we don't have?
Google Play.
Wait.
So...
Wait. Oh, like just buying the episodes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Apparently on YouTube TV, but it requires subscription.
Yeah, that makes sense. Which I already did my free trial, so... I did my free trial for the Oscars. Because I couldn't figure out how to set up cable in my dorm, and I wanted to do the reaction on YouTube, and I couldn't find anyone else's. Literally, none of my college friends wanted to watch the Oscars with me. Like, nobody gave a shit. People, like, I was, like, gushing about how, like, oh, like, the Oscars made history this year. Like, Parasite is the first, foreign film to win Best Picture. And, like, all my theater friends were like, Noah, we do not give a shit.
I admire their honesty.
Yeah, and it was funny because, that week at rehearsal, cause I was supposed to be assistant stage managing for, the play in April, which has now been pushed to October. So when we were in rehearsal, our director came up with this series where basically he would ask us questions, and we had like 3 seconds to answer, or something like that. Like, yeah, we had like 3 or 5 seconds to answer each question. and he was just going back and forth between all of us, and
Gotta find those clues.
and
Clues. Sure, Shaggy.
and oh, first level done? Yeah, looks like it. Holy shit, and we're already at 45 minutes. Which okay. Oh, I might hang on. Chase. Wait, Chase? Hold the phone. Is there a fucking... Hang on. I gotta see this. Oh yeah, it's a fucking runner level. We have to run. Okay. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. I was like, chase level? Ooh. Because, I mean, it makes sense for a Scooby-Doo game.
Yeah.
And this is, like, also way more badass than I expected it to be. Because, like, normally the Scooby-Doo chase sequences are, like, meant to be silly. But this is, like, actually, like, intense. I'll probably do this chase sequence and then end off the episode. Oh, yeah, that was it, I guess. No, but as I was saying, so we had, like, 5 seconds to answer a question. Like, he was going to each of us individually, asking us a question. We had 5 seconds, or 3, I think it was 3 seconds to answer. I don't know. Either way. And, when he got to me, he asked me, name the most recent Best Picture winner, and I instantly said Parasite. And everyone in the cast was like, of course Noah would know that. Because it's like, I mean, yeah, I'm a film minor. I like film. Deal with it. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope I'm able to start moving through these levels a little more quickly. Because if I keep going at this rate, this is going to be a longer series than we anticipated.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, we had some intro stuff, and, yeah, anyway. But yeah, thank you guys for, watching. Be sure to, check out the other LPs we're doing during this time period. We got Sunshine going, we got Ghost Rider going. Eventually we'll have Paper Mario as well. Yeah. And also eventually SpongeBob Revenge of the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah.
Although we're not going to start recording that until we finished recording this one. So,
yeah.
But yeah. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm Noah.
I'm Jacob.
Peace.
Adios.